When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, hey, all I can do is stop and praise ya. When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, all I can do is stop and praise ya, praise ya, hey, praise ya.
Mercy on you, mercy on me. They say the truth has set you free. See prophecy been fulfilled for real. Now what the deal? We giving praise to the God of Israel, cause it's real out here. People get killed out here. They robbing still out here. It's getting hard out here. The love of many wax cold from what I hear. But we backed by the Most High, so who shall you feel? You gotta be bold and righteous to live. The flesh is seething wicked. Sin deceiving is vicious. Repentance needed to fix it. His mercy too exquisite to miss it. Just receive the listen. Let's stick to the mission. Believe and receive his blessing. You see, blessings come from above. None of us deserve it. None of us is worthy. But we praise y'all for his mercy.
When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, hey, all I can do is stop and praise ya. When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, all I can do is stop and praise ya, praise ya, hey, praise ya. When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, hey, all I can do is stop and praise ya. When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, all I can do is stop and praise ya, praise ya, hey, praise ya.
We really gotta stop like praise, yeah. Stop and praise the ancient of days. Teary-eyed with a smiling face. The praise you gave was already ordained. Stop and praise for keeping you in your lane. Give a praise for breaking off them chains. Before you let somebody steal your praise, think about the spirit in which they came. Think about the energy they gave. Is it worth it? Nope, never no way. Kingdom we broke into a praise dance. I praise y'all for D4 hug daps. Praise Yahweh for the congregation. And I praise him for the angels, the elders, and all their dedication. See this truth, it'll cut you, heal you, it'll make or break you. It's a spiritual walk, it's a spiritual ride. Just don't despise the chastisement when you get chastised. You a son, not a bastard, right? You gon' get chastised. It's a spiritual ride, just vibe. Yeah, just vibe. We gon' ride. All praises to the Most High.
When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, hey, all I can do is stop and praise ya. When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, all I can do is stop and praise ya, praise ya, hey, praise ya.
Mercy on you, mercy on me. They say the truth has set you free. See prophecy been fulfilled for real. Now what the deal? We giving praise to the God of Israel, cause it's real out here. People get killed out here. They robbing still out here. It's getting hard out here. The love of many wax cold from what I hear. But we backed by the Most High, so who shall you feel? You gotta be bold and righteous to live. The flesh is seething and wicked. Sin deceiving is vicious. Repentance mercy too exquisite to miss it. Just proceed to listen, let's stick to the mission. Believe and receive his blessing. You see, blessings come from above. None of us deserve it. None of us is worthy. But we praise y'all for his mercy.
When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, hey, all I can do is stop and praise ya. When I think of your mercy and all that you've done for me, all I can do is stop and praise ya, praise ya, praise ya.
Shalom Facebook, Shalom YouTube. Welcome to our prophecy class. Today we're in the book of Isaiah, chapter 44. But before we get started, does anyone have any questions? Of course.
A while back,
I missed that.
a while back, somebody got real upset with me about because I said I didn't eat oxtails. It was really upset with me about that. And I got to thinking, like, you know, with the dietary law, it doesn't give specific parts; it just gives the different animals, you know. So with the liver and the fat and the rump being part of the sacrifices and the ordinances, when Yeshua died, that was done away with. The sacrifices and the ordinance that was nailed to the cross, and it's come back when he comes back. That comes back. So as far as the oxtail, the rump, and the fat and the liver, because that's part of animal sacrifice, that's done away with. Would it be all right to eat it because those ordinances has been done away with because that's given to Yahweh, but that's been done away with because it falls under the sacrifice of the ordinance?
So you're saying that parts of the animal that belong to Yahweh, that's been done away with?
Because it falls under the sacrifice and the ordinance, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking. Could that be like?
But does that mean that Yahweh still does not want that?
How he get it?
I mean, it's as part of the Levitical priesthood that was supposed to be part of the animal sacrifice. But you have to include, like you say, the liver and the gall, the kidneys to eat. And I haven't heard whether that is something that we normally eat.
Well, not
No.
liver, but not the kidneys and stuff.
Yeah. No, I don't think we're supposed to eat that even now. The animal sacrifices have been done away with. We're talking about the whole animal that you normally sacrifice. That's been set aside, but that doesn't mean you can eat it. Right? We still got our dietary law telling us what part of the animals we can and cannot eat. So we need to stick with that dietary law. Don't eat what Yahweh eats. Good question, though. Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions? All right, then. Let's go ahead and get started. Stephen, I want you to pick this up in Isaiah 44, verse 1 through verse 8.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Yaakov, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen, thus saith Yahweh that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Yaakov, my servant, and thou, Yeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses.
Now, that doesn't sound like someone that's in rulership over the whole world. It doesn't sound like somebody that needs this. This is talking about somebody that actually needs this, that they hadn't had this before. It says, and there shall spring up as among and they shall spring up as among the grass as willows by the water courses. So apparently they didn't have that at one time. Good. Let's see what else they didn't have, Brother Stephen.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 5.
Yeah.
One shall say, I am Yahweh's, and another shall call himself by the name of Yaakov, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
Now, that also apparently is something that concerns someone that doesn't have that name. They've got someone else's name. So he's saying that one shall say, I am Yahweh's, and another shall call himself by the name of Yaakov, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel. But these are grown people. It's not like the parents naming you this. The parents normally name you when you're born, right? So whoever this is doesn't have has someone else's name. Now that's it right there. Thank you. So they're going to do that on their own. They're not going to keep the name that they had it before. So again, it all points to us as having someone else's name, and that we had the names of our slave masters. We always took it for granted that that was our name. No, that's a slave master's name. You had a name before you came here. So this is telling you you're going to change your name one day. And you're going to subscribe to yourself to Yaakov and surname yourself Israel, because that's who you are. White folks got to change that name. They brought them names from Europe. The Africans don't have to change their name because you can better understand how to pronounce their name. But nevertheless, they've always had those names. So there's somebody on this earth that don't have their own name. And that's us. Go ahead, Brother Stephen.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 7. And who, as I shall call, and shall declare it.
Read verse 6.
Oh, okay. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 6. Thus saith Yahweh, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts, I am the first, and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. And who, as I shall call and shall declare it, and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people. And the things that are coming and shall come, let them show unto them. Fear you not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time, and have declared it? You are even my witnesses. Is there a God beside me? Yea, there is no God, I know not any.
Now, some of them brothers that don't believe in the Mashiach say, well, he's talking about the Mashiach. That there is no God beside me. But let's see what he was referring to. Pick it up at verse 9 through verse 28, Brother Stephen. Let's see what he was referring to, because he said, there is no God beside me. I'm the only God in town. We are surrounded by a plethora of gods, by other nations. Yahweh's name has been cast away. But it's not like he's going to hide his name. He finally showed it to us that, yeah, this is my name, right? And this is my son's name. White folks kept it away from you. But you can't hide the truth as long as Yahweh's in the earth. So Yahweh's showing us the truth. He uncovered the truth, showing us, this is my name. My name ain't the Lord. My name ain't God. My son's name ain't Jesus. So he's showing us these things to let us know that we've been blinded by these people that want to make sure that we stay their slaves. As long as we worship their God, we will always be their slaves. Go ahead, Brother Stephen.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 9. They that make the graven images are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit, and they are their own witnesses. They see not, nor know, that they may be ashamed.
This is what he's comparing himself to. Them gods of wood and stones, there is no God beside me. You can't make a God yourself. out of wood or stone, and you worship it as if he's really God. So he wasn't talking about the Mashiach. He's talking about these idols that our father would worship. He's comparing himself to them. See, there is no God beside me. You gonna make yourself a God? And that's what it's referring to. Go ahead, Brother Shepard.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 10. Who have formed a God, a molten or graven image that is profitable for nothing? Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen, they are men. Let them all be gathered together, let them stand up, yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. The smith with the tongs both worketh in the coals, and fashioneth it with hammers, and worketh it with the strength of his arms. Yes, he is hungry, and his strength faileth. He drinketh no water, and is faint. The carpenter stretches out his rule, he marketh it with a line, he fitteth it with planes, and he marketh it out with the compass, and maketh it after the figure of a man, according to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house.
Mm-hmm.
He heweth him down cedars, and taketh the cypress and the oak, which he strengtheneth for himself among the trees of the forest. He planteth an ash, and the rain does nourish it. Then shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself. Yea, he kindleth it and baketh bread. Yes, he maketh a god and worshipeth it. He maketh it a graven image and falleth down thereto. He burneth part thereof in the fire. With part thereof he eateth flesh. He roasteth roast, and is satisfied. Yea, he warmeth himself, and saith, Aha, I am warm, I have seen the fire. And the residue thereof he maketh a god, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it, and worshipeth it, and prayeth unto it, and saith, Deliver me, for thou art my God. They have not known nor understood, for he hath shut their eyes that they cannot see, and their hearts that they cannot understand. And none considereth in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned part of it in the fire, yea also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof, I have roasted flesh and eaten it, and shall I make the residue thereof an abomination? Shall I fall down to the stock of a tree? He feedeth on ashes. A deceived heart have turned him aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, Is there not a lie in my right hand?
Now, what is that different from Christian God? Because they got his picture in churches, in your house. Now, bishop, they bow down to it every time, especially the cross. They would bow down to that cross, as if the cross can save them. That's what Yahweh's talking about here. These are gods of wood and stone, so we see exactly what our father was doing back in these days. The children are doing it today. They don't realize that their father did this, that was wrong, but that's all they've been taught. They see white folk worshiping the cross, so black folk worship the cross. They see white folk prospering, so what they want to prosper like white folks, not understanding that Yahweh did, that black people are the reason white folks are prospering. If anything, they should worship us, bow down to us. But they, being the kind of people are, the fact that Yahweh put us in their hands and to fulfill prophecy, that we will be afflicted and be their servants for 400 years, they had to behave the way they did towards us in order for the prophecy to come to pass. But like I said before, when Yahweh told Abram that his seed going to be in a land that's not theirs, shall serve them 400 years, Abram didn't ask why. He said, why my seed got to do this? Right? Do you say you're going to give me the land of Canaan? Now you say my seed going to be on another man's land? Why? What they do to get there? You see that story, Yahweh exposes that story as we continue to read. You see why we're here. Right? So I guess Abraham just took about faith. If it's going to go your way, it's going to go your way. Nothing I can do about it. Because remember when we read yesterday in Genesis 12, Yahweh told Abram to leave his family, leave his father's household, and take him to a land that I'm going to show you. He didn't ask why. He just went on and did what he was told to do. Sarai didn't question him, where we going? So, that proved that Sarai couldn't have been a black woman, man. That was the first thing I said. I'm happy here. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 21. Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee. Thou art my servant. O Israel, thou shalt not be forgotten of me. I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sins. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee. Sing, O you heavens, for Yahweh have done it. Shout, you lower parts of the earth. Break forth into singing, you mountains, O forests, and every tree therein. For Yahweh have redeemed Jacob and glorified himself in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith Yahweh thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am Yahweh that maketh all things, that stretches forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrateth the tokens of the liars, and maketh diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish, that confirmeth the word of his servant, and performeth the counsel of his messengers, that saith to Jerusalem, thou shalt be inhabited, and to the cities of Yehuda, you shall be built, and I will raise up the decayed places thereof, that saith to the deep, be dry, and I will dry up the rivers, that saith of Cyrus, he is my shepherd, and shall perform all my pleasure, even saying to Jerusalem, thou shalt be built, and to the temple, thy foundation shall be laid.
Now, I'm pretty sure whoever read this at the time it was written didn't understand what was happening, because Jerusalem was still there, and the temple was still there. So how is he saying he's going to be rebuilt? Well, that would happen 100 years later, when the Babylonians come in and destroy Jerusalem and the temple. But Cyrus is a Persian. He's a Gentile, right? It says, Cyrus, he is my shepherd, and shall perform all my pleasure, right? So that goes to something that Peter told Cornelius. He told Cornelius, I perceive that Yahweh is not a respecter of persons, but they that fear Yahweh and work of righteousness are accepted of him. So that was the first Gentile that would be granted eternal life. But we see Yahweh picking a Gentile to deliver his people. So even though we're the chosen people, Yahweh still use who he want to use to get it, that it will may be done. So you can't get mad at all Gentiles because they follow Yahweh's instructions. There are some Gentiles that, for instance, what do you think the judgment is going to be with for Abraham Lincoln? They signed the Emancipation Proclamation, right? So Yahweh put him in that position, so he had no choice but to sign to free his people from their bondage. So what do you think the judgment is going to be with him? He who bless Israel shall be blessed, curse Israel shall be cursed. Right after he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, 100 years later, America's the most powerful country on earth.
Right. Then he started something. Right after he started that, they acquired land to give to those slaves, right? 40 acres and a mule, right? And they began until what's this guy, Andrew Johnson? He came back and reneged that whole thing.
Right.
So, yeah, I can go along with that, Ellen. He may be in the kingdom of heaven.
He might be in the kingdom of heaven.
He might be raised up.
He might be raised up.
Yeah.
With a brand new body.
Yeah.
gonna look like the angel. He ain't gonna be white.
Now,
That's gonna be a surprise.
be looking like one of us, right?
Yeah.
You know, I know he will probably forget that, but suppose he walk up on you and say, hey, you know what? I used to be Abraham Lincoln. How would you take what would you think? I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's way out there.
Yeah, it's a legitimate question
Yeah.
because you're gonna have a whole lot of people raised up that we used to know,
Right.
and we used to recognize. Now we don't recognize them us no more. Recognize them no more, so they're gonna have to come to us to let us know. Hey, I'm that guy. You should know. I'm Yaakov, Elder Yaakov, and he's a young man. Look like about 25 years old. I got hair, 6'1". Yaakov about what 5'7", 5'8". So he had to let us know. Hey, I'm that Yaakov.
And Sister Mark come up and say, I'm not sister you be sitting in that chair outside watching
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, so those are scenarios
Yeah.
that we already got an example of in the resurrected Mashiach that his own disciples didn't recognize him, except for the disciples that loved him. He recognized him, but Peter didn't even know who he was. And them two disciples on the way the road to Emau, they didn't recognize him. He started a conversation with him, and then all of a sudden he opened up their eyes and see, yeah, I'm that guy. So I don't know what he looked like, but he didn't look the same as he did when he was alive.
He wasn't. He was kind of ugly when he was living with.
Yeah, he didn't. He couldn't bring no women. That's for sure.
Don't nobody even talk about that in the Christian church that Christ actually was a homeless looking guy.
Yeah,
He wasn't nothing to look at, but you'll never hear nobody talk about that.
yeah. Because they got JC. So JC, he's a handsome man. Got long blonde hair, got blue eyes, and a nice trim beard, dressed immaculately. So that is more appealing to Christians than what the book say he looked like. Because they say there was no beauty in him that we just should desire. But Jesus is beautiful. So yeah, they played us for hundreds of years. Man. We got a picture of a white guy in our household, in the living room. Had a picture of him back in the day when they first started printing these Bibles. They had Jesus' picture all through the Bible, and the angels, and God, all through the Bible. So what kind of chance we got? You see none of our pictures in there.
But you know what, Elder? That's funny how Yahweh, what he did to us. You didn't put a picture of Jesus in your house, did you? When you was a young man, you didn't have it in your house. I didn't have it. I imagine y'all didn't have it. Yahweh kept us away from that, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's not like we were hidden from it. We still saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw the picture.
No.
I'm saying, did nothing move us. Even in my youth, when I out in the street and everything, my aunt, all them people had those pictures, but I never thought about it one way or another. Bringing that in the house.
Yeah, well, our parents didn't nut up at the picture.
Yeah.
I mean, our family Bible was a big, thick Bible. Had them pictures all through there, man. They didn't pay no attention to it. They just assumed that's where it was.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't us, so let them be them, we'll be us. But yeah, but that's still subliminal, letting us know that, yeah, the people in the Bible are white. Never occurred to us that they wasn't. We just accepted it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else accepted it, so we don't want to be ostracized, so we just accepted it too. What a difference a day makes. So now we know the truth. And come to find out, everybody else on earth knew the truth too. Well, how are you going to keep people in a land that's not theirs for 400 years unless you lie to them?
That's right.
So they believe everything the white man say, and besides that, he oppressed Yahweh's people. So even if they did know the truth, they couldn't tell it. So white folk ain't gonna let you tell the truth. That's one of the reasons he broke up the families. He sold our families to other plantations, so that truth would be passed down to our little ones, so they can more easily mold the mind of the slave from a child on up.
That's right.
So the child will always look at the white man as a master. So it's just something that passed down from generation to generation. Now, when we was free, we had our own little neighborhood, we still recognized the white man as the boss.
Oh yeah.
So we want to give him no trouble. But look what's happened now. They done killed that young white boy and got mad at the jury for convicting the murderer. He's a murderer.
That's right.
Why do you get mad?
What he said?
Huh?
You say why did they get mad?
Why they get mad? Because he's black. Because they feel like he shouldn't have been convicted for murder. But it was his choice. He could have pled for manslaughter, some other kind of charge, but they convicted him on murder, so he get the maximum. Yeah, had they convicted him on manslaughter, he might have got out in 7 years.
Right, right.
But he tested the waters were cold. So now black folk upset about it. Why? So you think that just because white folk got away with murder, you supposed to get away with murder?
That's what we think.
Huh?
That's the mindset.
That's what?
That's the
Mindset.
mindset.
That's mindset that black people should get away with murder.
They got away with it.
So it's their land. They do what they want to do. When you go over to Luke 13, when people complained to the Mashiach that Pilate had mingled the blood of the sacrifice with the Jews, and they thought he was going to get upset about it. He said, well, do you think those men were more sinful just because Pilate killed them? He said, no, you got to repent too. If something going to happen to you, same thing we got today. White folks do what they want to do, so we got to rely on Yahweh's mercy to stay out their way. Because Yahweh gave the world into their hands.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't fight. You fight white people, you fight Yahweh. The truth. That Yahweh set this government up just for white people. You are not supposed to share in their power.
No.
So, again, I don't understand why they think that that young man is supposed to get away with murder. I have to put that on his lawyers. Because the lawyers have the last say-so on who's going to be in the jury, right? So they had a couple of black people.
They had 3 black women, but they were teachers. So I guess it was a conflict of interest. They dismissed them.
Yeah, they dismissed them. So the lawyers didn't have no choice but to pick white people. Yeah.
But come to find out later on that the judge and DA were friends with the parents of the murdered guy. They had pictures at the house during Christmas at the house before they even died. So they were good friends anyway. The judge and the DA was good friends with that family, so he had no win anyway.
Well, what you expect
He
then?
had no win.
So what did he do to kill the white guy? He had to say something to him to do something.
Well, the 2 brothers, they way bigger than him. They were trying to force him up from under the tent because he was getting out the rain. And they was
So
trying
the
to force him
judge
up under
was
the
friends
tent.
with the victim.
Right.
He ain't have a chance.
Well, he should've just
But I even all the surrounding factors, he killed somebody.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Bottom line, you murdered
He
somebody.
killed somebody, man.
You shed innocent blood. So what you expect?
I mean, whether the judge and the whatever went out, his parents went out to picnic or whether they worked together, they got stocks and bonds invested. That's outside the realm of
Right.
everything. He killed that boy.
Right.
And the thing of it is, to me, I'm not putting anything against that brother, but when they told him to leave that tent, he should have left.
Yeah.
And now you got premeditation there. By the time he reached down and got that, whatever he got in his book bag, he had time to think about it.
Yeah.
Do I really want to do this?
Yeah.
That's where they got him at.
Yeah. Who would think to do that in the first place? Nobody. Except you weren't raised right. I had to put that on his mama.
I ain't seen the dad nowhere. Y'all
Dad
seen that?
probably never was in his life.
Who? The one that got the 35 years?
Look at that.
You
Yeah.
only got 35 years.
Huh?
You only got 35
That
years.
one, right. Yeah, his father was on the stand when the news.
Oh, okay.
He was out there talking serious stuff about the
What did his daddy say?
Well, he was talking black one, they'd have released him immediately. He wouldn't went through none of that.
Come on, man.
That's what he said.
That he's coming from an emotional
Yeah.
standpoint. He just lost his son, right?
Yeah.
Got to see his son do time in prison.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is ridiculous. White folk convict white folks.
Mm-hmm.
If your white folk kill another white folk, they're gonna convict him. They don't just automatically let it go, because they set up the justice system to remedy any situation that comes up, especially when it comes to murder. If white folk murder white folk, murderer gonna go to jail or get the electric chair. Look at Jeffrey Dahmer. He was killing everybody and eating them.
Eating them.
What black folks did
He was a
Dominant.
serial
He
serial
didn't kill
killer.
any black people. He was killing the white rich.
Who? Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yes.
Because
No, he killing everybody. It wasn't just
Yeah, some black people.
black people. He was killing white people too.
I remember that when I was killing a lot of
Oh.
white people, but I never read or seen anything about us people
He
being
killed, I never killed
destroyed
black
by
people.
Well, my remedy for all this that black people are upset about, my remedy for that is get your own land. You're in a white man's land. He called the shots. Why are you getting upset with white people? You know you don't have any power.
Yeah, but why is the jurisdiction so against us on all things?
Why do you think he got to be fair to you?
Why?
Right?
Because they say I'm a citizen.
Yeah. Why do you think white folk got to be fair to you? They ain't wrote down nowhere.
No.
Yeah, you got a 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment,
Yeah.
but that don't mean nothing to white people.
Nah.
They do to you what they want to do. What you upset about? Stay out the way. What was he doing in the tent in the first place?
He wasn't supposed to
Get
be.
out the rain.
To get out the rain.
Yeah, and they asked
Well, did
him.
they tell him to leave?
No.
Yeah, they told him to leave.
No.
You know, Elder, it's one of those situations that, you know, it's rage, but at the same, you kind of look at it from both sides. He went in there to get out the rain, and you know how Gentiles are. They feel like they can do anything. You big boy, like, hey, we gonna move you, and dude ended up getting killed.
Yeah.
Because he did that.
Uh-huh.
But we also think about, okay, if he lost his life, maybe Yahweh wanted him to be out the way for some reason. He might have did something for Yahweh for him to die, but he still got to pay for that.
Yeah.
Death that killed him, killing him.
They
Right.
came up with another thing, a reel, where it says when he went under that tent, he asked this dude, could he sit down to be out of the ring? And he got up and gave him the seat. All right. Then there was another brother. It was about 3 of them, and he was like, "Is it all right if I sit down next to him? That's my friend. Can I sit down?" This is another reel they're showing us. You know what I'm saying? So the first one they showed is a lot of BS.
Yeah. Like I said, you're in a Gentile land, and they make the laws, and
they make
That's
and
my point.
And it's sad, no different than the black boy that got killed by the Chinese dude. Shot him in the back.
shot him.
Yeah.
Got away. I mean, he wasn't convicted. Innocent.
That's why I say get
So,
your own
He was
land.
shot in the back.
Shot in the back.
Pass your own laws.
It's the same.
Quit griping about the way white people treat you. They treated you worse than this before.
So Elder,
They used to kill you without a trial.
how is that?
And you think you equal to white people. You're never going to be equal to white
No.
people.
Never.
Is
You're not going to receive the same justice.
Is it in
So get that out your mind that you're going to be equal to white people. You ain't.
So I don't know if it's in Proverbs. Let's say, even a righteous man, if he see an injustice, he should be the man, right?
Right.
So if you feel like, if I'm a righteous and I see you shoot a dude in the back, I feel like that's an injustice, regardless of who you are, black or white.
Yeah.
But I see you, I know you stole, but I always feel like that's an injustice, though. So I
Yeah.
should feel that way, shouldn't
Yeah. Well, King Sloan wrote about that.
I? Yeah.
Right. That people see people pressing up other people, and so there's nothing they can do about it because Yahweh will.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm looking at it the same way. We are in another man's land.
Mm-hmm.
And we expect him to treat us like he treats himself. No. The Constitution was not written for you. They had to amend that Constitution just to include you in there.
What,
And that just because they put it in there, they're trying to make themselves look good. But they don't respect that Constitution. They don't do it today.
Nah.
So I don't understand why you so upset with the verdict. Why are you upset that the man getting 35 years? We done worse than that.
He killed somebody.
They got brothers in jail now that been now for 20, 30, 40 years and come to find out they're innocent.
That's right.
Anybody upset about that? But who found out the evidence that they were innocent? White people.
They are talking.
It was white people. You heard about them. This group of white people go around checking the prison records, case loads, and all those things. Found out that this man had been in jail for 30 years and he was innocent. You see what I'm saying? Now, when he got sentenced, I didn't see nobody get upset about him being sentenced to life in prison. But now you upset because this young boy get 35 years. Well, if he did the whole 35, he'll still be in his 50 when they come out. He still got a shot. So what you upset for?
The elder.
Get your own land, quit crying like a baby,
He gave them-
and come up with your own justice system. And see how long that lasts. See what I'm saying? So I'm not sorry about that, brother, because apparently he wasn't raised right. Who thinks of killing somebody just because he got pushed? Now you got brothers on the internet saying, you white folks, you better be careful when you come around me. You better be careful what you say. And that's why part of my BTS yesterday said, if you talking like that, who gonna hire you? They don't want to hire anybody that's capable of killing a person just because they might have made a mistake or approach you the wrong way. They want somebody that got peace of mind that can talk things out. But no, you got to kill somebody if they approach you the wrong way. Who thinks like that? So they actually dug their own grave. Because once you start thinking like that, nobody wants to hire you. White folk own all the jobs. Who's gonna hire you now? See, you ain't thinking. Black people ain't thinking. And so now black people gonna turn on their own people. Or they're gonna kill a white boy, another white boy, and they're gonna go to jail. And they're gonna get sentenced just like this other boy got sentenced. And what has that helped? How's that help him? You go out and kill a white man. Now, not only are you in trouble with white people, you're in trouble with Yahweh. Murder is murder. So, according to the book of Revelation, all murder is going into the lake of fire. So you think, because you're upset about this boy getting 35 years for murdering a white boy, that you're going to take vengeance on white people. Murder is murder. I'm sorry, but you're going to lake of fire, buddy, unless Yahweh have mercy upon you. Yeah, so I have to look. I have to think about how stupid black people can be. Always choosing the wrong thing. Like I said yesterday, didn't they choose Barabbas over the Mashiach?
That's right. Murder.
Well, he said he's gonna send us to a land, right? Which we and our fathers have known, and there we gonna serve other gods day and night.
Right.
Well, I would not show you favor.
Right.
Favor is the key word.
Right.
I don't care how much money you got.
Right.
You still a nigga.
Right.
And that's what our people don't understand.
You're living in another man's land, and you expect justice from this man? Why would you expect justice? You don't look nothing like it.
Because we can marry their women now.
Because of what?
We can marry their women now.
What that got to do with it? We can marry them, so we supposed to have, they're supposed to give us justice now because we marry their women.
Right.
No, that don't work.
Yeah.
But look at it, Elder.
That's how we think,
I
though.
know you're getting back to your class. You remember when that white guy killed his wife? She was a sister. Jim Sullivan and Anita Sullivan. He sent that guy to the house with some flowers, and she opened the door up, and the guy shot her through the flowers. Jim Sullivan went over there in Great Britain. They tracked him down. That's a white man. They went and got him.
Right.
So you can't say that nothing happened to them when they killed us. I'm just mentioning one
They
thing.
convict each other.
Yeah.
How you going to escape justice? White folk murder white folk, they going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And see, it's indisputable truth that that boy killed that white boy.
Yeah, it's that.
Got witnesses. got the weapon, got the death, and you swore to let him go? Just because he got upset with what that white boy did or said?
If it was the other way around, Elder, the white dude would have got off. If the white dude stabbed the black dude. Yeah.
How you know that,
Because we in
Old?
the country, yeah.
Oh,
We
but
already
It's
know.
always been that way, man.
Because
We ain't but 3/5 of a person here.
That's what I said. We understand that we in a white man's land.
Right.
And anytime, if it was the other way around, that white boy would have used his defense, stand your ground, and he would have got off. But we already understand that. But black people get upset
I don't know
because
about that.
yes, Steve. Black people get upset. They think the law applies to them, but it
No,
don't.
no, the law don't
And-
apply to black people.
It's an illusion.
Yeah.
That it is, and so
Yeah.
that's how people. That's when you
I
got
know.
people get upset because the
Yeah,
illusion.
because they
that
deceive themselves.
We got the illusion that we are equal
Right.
in this land, and
Right.
that's the thing that
Right.
everybody can't get over.
Right.
They think we equal.
Right.
Yeah.
We ain't never gonna be equal.
That thing went national, and knowing the temperament of our people, if a white boy kill a brother, no, he did some time. He
Right.
might not have did but 12 months, but they'd have put his butt in jail. 'Cause
Maybe a convict.
they know how we roll. We tear up everything in our sight and stuff
Right.
happen like
Well,
that.
look at your neighborhood.
Yeah. Back during the civil rights movement, that's the key. We got mad, what we do? Burn up our own neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, when they killed Martin Luther King,
Oh,
they didn't burn up white folks' neighborhood.
No.
They burned up their own neighborhood.
Look around,
Well,
ain't got no
who
way to sleep.
thinks this way, man? Who thinks you burn up
George
your
Floyd.
white folk killed
He did.
it? You want to burn up your own
Burn
neighborhood?
up the neighborhood.
Why you go to white folk and burn up their neighborhood?
No better.
Because they ain't that stupid.
That's right.
They couldn't get to the white neighborhood, so they had to be burned up where it was at.
Yeah, so it reflects back in those days when black people burned up their own neighborhood because of Martin Luther King. We got the same situation with this thing here, that black folk got upset because the black boy didn't get any justice. He got white folk justice. If they had been in another land, they would have killed him.
I'd say if he's been 25 years old, a mature, a older man, they would get that boy a death sentence. Right out there in Texas, I bet you if he'd been in his 20s, he'd got death sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
He got off pretty good, as far as I'm concerned. Like you said, his lawyers one screwed him over.
yeah, that's his lawyer.
He
I
could-
bet you gonna appeal that verdict. You gonna appeal it?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You got people right now, entertainers. You got Carly B that donated $5 million for him to get the right type of what
Lawyer.
they call it?
Defense.
Yeah.
Defense attorney.
Yeah. So they're actually fighting quietly, right, so that he will get released. They will spit him back out.
Yeah, but what does that do for him? Has he learned anything?
Well, first of all, it was self-defense because the boy attacked him. He didn't attack that white boy. That boy attacked him, and all he did was
How did
trying
he
to
attack
preserve
him?
himself.
How did he attack him?
He kept
Trying to
pushing
move
the
him.
boy.
That's where it's one of those things like you know how what they call them the Karens. He was being a Karen, and sometimes you mess around and find out. Some people you just don't want to mess with, like the stabbing on the train. People are out of their mind. You're young, old. We don't have to be the age living on crazy.
So what do you think? Like for instance, that time that black body was found on the train.
Mm-hmm.
They found out the man he didn't even know the woman.
No, you didn't know.
What you think they gonna do to that man?
I don't know.
He going to jail.
He going to
Yeah,
jail.
he gonna go to jail, sit there.
He's going to prison.
He snapped at that instant.
It don't matter. This the white man's land. You commit murder, you going to jail. I'm sorry. I mean, who reacts the way that this boy reacted just because he got pushed?
Right. That's crazy.
Nobody reacts that way. So he was on the verge, even then, of committing murder. So white folks let you know that you don't just murder somebody just because you got pushed. Why didn't you just push him back?
It's bigger, way bigger. Way bigger.
He was bigger.
Those were two big white boys. He was
Yeah,
little.
they
He
was
was
big,
little.
yeah.
They was some real big white boys.
They
They
was
were like
big white
football
boys.
player, big
But
white
like I said,
boys.
he just-
And he was little.
Well, nevertheless, he told him, you need to get out the tent.
Right.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just leave?
Leave.
Yeah.
See,
Because
he was asking for
invited
trouble.
in.
Yeah.
I'm entitled.
Yeah. So just like his mom. So everybody, all the black people are on this man's side. I don't think the Israelites on this side.
Well, my thing is this: if that had been one of y'all sons that got stabbed by a brother, would y'all take that lightly?
We ain't gonna
Would
take-
you allow him to go free?
We ain't gonna take no coloration here. We gonna
That's
go
what-
with white and black. Let's stay right there. Alright? And if it was a white boy and I'm madly in love with my son or my children, he got to go.
So if a
Might
white boy
be
killed
dead.
your son, he got to go?
He got to go.
Well, the same thing with this.
Wait, what you mean?
This black boy killed a white boy, so he got to go. So what's the difference?
I ain't making no joke. I'm being serious about it.
He gonna be protected in jail. The brother, he gonna go to jail. He gonna probably be, yeah. The brother, he killed the white dude. He gonna go to jail. He ain't no white boys gonna mess with him in
He
jail.
ain't gonna
Oh,
spend
really?
the whole
Nah.
damn
He
time.
might get pumped
Nah,
out.
they-
No, they got white gangs in them.
They got white gang, but them brothers in them jails, they gonna probably weapon
Oh, yeah,
open arms in
They
jail.
gonna
Yeah,
surround him with nothing
Yeah.
but love and
Yeah.
protection.
even though,
in the prison, man.
In the prison.
yeah, in prison,
And
yeah.
love and protection in the prison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Selective
Let's go back to
morality.
this question. y'all, boy, y'all,
Selective morality is able when you go to jail.
y'all turning nigga into a
That's
Christian.
what it is.
I ain't
What-
no Christian either.
Where you going, Elder?
We got Isaiah 45, man. Let's look at another white boy. That's
Yeah, Cyrus, huh?
just merged on into that one.
We're gonna read about
And he
Trump.
gonna save black people.
Gonna read about Trump in Isaiah 45.
Yeah, Trump too.
Yeah. Isaiah 45, verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden to subdue nations before him. And I will loose the loins of kings to open before him the two lead gates, and the gate shall not be shut. I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass and cut in sunder the bars of iron. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and the hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, Yahweh, which called thee by thy name, am the Elohim of Israel. For Yaakov, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
He's talking to someone that hadn't been born yet. This is 200 years before he was even born. He already knew he's coming on the scene. He already had life planned out that he would be part of that empire. It's going to rule the whole world. The Persian Empire, Medo-Persian Empire. But I'm pretty sure he did not know that that was his future. And I'm pretty sure when he sent our father back into the land, our father had to tell him, hey, we got your name right here in the book. This your name? Your name Cyrus? Yeah, there it is right there. So our God knew you. I imagine that's why it was so nice to our people to send them back into the land and build that temple so that they can pray for him and his son. Right? So we have a Gentile, Yahweh chooses to deliver his people. That's what anointed means, right? A deliverer, a redeemer. So he chose a Gentile to be a redeemer of his people.
That's right.
Redeemed them out of the captivity of the Babylonian Empire. So he brought them back in, and so Yahweh's glorifying them. So I'm gonna give you all of this, because you my anointed. So if he give him all the world of things in verse 1, in verse 3, then what do you think he's gonna give the Mashiach? Because he's also Yahweh's anointed. So he's gonna give him to be King of Kings. So you're going to be blessed more than Cyrus. But when you're chosen of Yahweh, you're going to be blessed. Yeah.
Is Cyrus, is that his actual name or is that a title?
That's the name.
That's the name? Okay.
Yeah. Cyrus the Persian. Now, Darius. Darius was the name of Darius the Mede. But after that, you got Darius. Those are titles.
Okay.
Also, Ahasuerus. That's a title. King Ahasuerus.
Oh, Ahasuerus? Okay, I thought that was a name.
No, it's a title because you got one in the book of Esther, and you got another one in the book of not Israel, Nehemiah.
Okay.
So these are titles.
Okay.
And I noticed that that's where our father wrote when they recorded these things. They didn't use the names of the people they recorded, like Pharaoh. We don't know which Pharaoh is. A bunch of pharaohs, a bunch of dynasties. What Pharaoh were they referring to? So you had to go back, look at secular history, and see who was being Pharaoh at that particular time. So we found out there was Ramesses II. That was Pharaoh at that time. Ramesses II was very successful for a Pharaoh. So when after Moshe, Yahweh took Israel out of Egypt, they still was a prosperous nation, even though Yahweh tore them up. It was still a prosperous nation. Go ahead, Brother John.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5. I am Yahweh, and there is none else, there is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there is none else.
Now this is more for our sake here. I mean, he's still addressing Cyrus, but this is more for us because now we understand that there is no God but Yahweh. We were never told that. We got Santa Claus. We got Cupid for Valentine's Day. We got what's that? Ceres for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we got all these gods and goddesses that they taught us here in America, and Yahweh saying there is no God but me. So we've been inundated by people and their gods, not realizing that we've been fed lies. That there ain't but one God, that's Yahweh. Go ahead, Brother Sam.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things.
Now the God of white Christian would never say that. Him always good. Him always blessing people. So when he says, I form the light, we don't hear them saying he formed the light. And create darkness. Yahweh's in control of all these things. I make peace and create evil. He's not talking about sinful evil. He's talking about calamities and disruptions and afflictions. I, Yahweh, do all these things. What other God says this? Allah don't say it. What it's showing you that he's over everything that we see in here. And what we go through in life, he's responsible for it. Even when Satan was on the earth, Satan couldn't do anything unless Yahweh allowed him to. So Satan's job is what? Tempt man. He got the power of death. He's a god of this world because Yahweh allowed it. That's how powerful Yahweh is. See, there's an end to Satan. There's no end to Yahweh. So that's something we have to acknowledge, that our very breath comes from Yahweh. We're the reason, he's the reason why we're alive. He's the reason why we read this book. So we can't take Yahweh for granted like our father did. So we're looking at the attributes of Yahweh, how powerful he is, that he makes the God of white people look like an idol, which he is. So we know that our God is more powerful than Jesus. Now, what would you rather worship? A God that's less powerful than Yahweh? Or would you rather worship a very powerful God, a God that said, I love you, only you, don't love nobody else? Yeah, I think I want to worship that God there. Yeah. What's wrong with that? I'd rather be obedient to him because he created all things, and he can kill me anytime he feels like it. So, to get on his good side, I just do what he tells me to do. Keep his law. Read these commandments, keep these commandments, fear him. All those things that he requires of us, that's what I do. Because now I realize that he's our God. And when he tells us to fear him, because he said, I am the light and create darkness, I make peace and create evil. Yeah, you got to fear this God. Because you can't control him. You can beseech him, You can pray to him, you can ask him, but you can't tell him what to do. You already got a plan on what he's gonna do. He even knew what you were gonna say before you said it. Yeah, I think I keep that going. I'm one of the people that he said he loved. So I know he always got my back. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 8.
Amen.
Drop down, you heavens, from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation, and let righteousness spring up together. I, Yahweh, have created it.
Mm-hmm.
Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherds strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what maketh thou? All thy work, he has no hands. Woe unto him that saith unto his father, what begetteth thou? Or to the woman, what have you brought forth?
This woman, the Hebrew word for woman is the same as the Hebrew word for wife. Now, why they put woman there? Why they say they got the father up in there, but why did you put the mother? They got the same Hebrew word for mother and woman. Let me put it like that. The Hebrew word for mother and woman are the same.
Mm.
So the translator could easily have said mother, but they said woman. So it looks like Yahweh don't equate man and woman as the same, but had he said her father and mother, then we realized that they were one flesh. But this sounds like another woman, some other woman here. Go ahead, Brother Sam.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 11. Thus saith Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, and his Maker, ask me of things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands, command you me.
Mm-hmm.
I have made the earth and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all their hosts have I commanded. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for price nor reward, saith Yahweh of hosts.
Who is he referring to in this verse? Is it Mashiach or Cyrus? Uh-huh. Cyrus? Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 14. Thus saith Yahweh, the labor of Egypt and merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabaeans, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee, in chains they shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely Elohim is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God.
Now, who is this referring to? Is this the same person in the previous verse? Is that Cyrus in verse 13? And if that's the case, then is this Cyrus in verse 14? Who is this? That's a Mashiach, right?
13 and
Because look what he
14.
says here. He says, they shall make supplication to thee, saying, surely Elohim is in thee. He didn't say that to Cyrus. He says, surely Elohim is in thee. Isn't that what it said in John chapter 3? Nicodemus, it said, no man can do the thing that you do except God is in him, or with him. So it's saying the same thing here. So it's talking about the Mashiach right here, right? Saying, surely Elohim is in thee, there is none else, there is no God. At that point, everybody realized that they've been worshiping the wrong God. Go ahead, Brother Sam.
So 13 and 14 is the Mashiach, right?
Those are two anointed ones. Right? Remember, not Cyrus was anointed? Right? Mashiach was anointed too. So they sound like they're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're two different people. But they're the same anointed ones. Go ahead, Brother Sam.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 15. Verily thou art a God that hideth thyself, O Elohim of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols.
Mm-hmm.
But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
So Paul said the same thing, doesn't he? And so all Israel shall be saved, right? So what are these Christians talking about when they say, I'm saved? Yeah.
Fred, a co-worker sent me a video of something similar to that. Israelite guys, you know, they be on the street. He used, I think, Isaiah 14, and he said, all Israel shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. No Gentile nation will inherit. And then the young girl locked him up. She went to Ephesians 2, and Ephesians 2 and 11, like 11 through 16, what it said. And I was like, man, you let her lock you up like that? He could have said, he didn't break it down saying all Israel be saved. The nations, he said no other nation. And so she went to Ephesians 2 to make it, and he couldn't answer it. But I noticed that, I was like, oh man.
They locked him.
When he said all Israel shall be saved and will inherit the kingdom of heaven, he said no other nation will inherit the kingdom of heaven. And she went to Ephesians 2 and 11 through and used that, and he didn't have no reply for it. And so that's one of the reasons they think when they read stuff like that, they think, well, everybody will inherit the kingdom of heaven.
Steve, we're going to move your pumpkin head out there. I'm trying to talk to the man, your head all in there.
It ain't blocking your voice, bro.
Now, you say somebody got locked up because they said all
Yeah,
Israel shall be saved?
it was an Israelite. He was, you know how they had a mic, and he was saying all of Israel. He was, I think, Isaiah 14 and 1 and on down. He was reading it. He said, all Israel shall be saved. All Israel will inherit the kingdom of heaven. No nation shall inherit. And the girl went to Ephesians 2 and read that, and he didn't have no reply for it.
So what they do?
It was a short video. They aired, you know, so they started clapping their hand, and so he couldn't reply to it. And I was like, oh man, that was.
But he wasn't lying.
Yeah. But when they read that, it was almost like, okay, he didn't have no reply to that verse. Because that, to me, I think that verse is talking about individuals, not nations, right?
Well, in Ephesians?
Yeah.
No, it's all of them.
All the Gentiles. So
especially the Gentile Paul was sent to. Yeah, those Gentiles.
Those are the ones who will inherit the kingdom.
Now, let's keep it in order here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the kingdom of heaven is going to be Israel, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Gentiles are going to inherit eternal life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference, right? So it didn't say that they were going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. They're going to inherit eternal life. Now, we don't hear about the Gentiles going to even be in the kingdom of heaven, but we got the book of Ezekiel said the strangers will have inheritance among our people. So we include the Gentiles in that. But ultimately, we are the only ones that are going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. Right? But Gentiles are going to have eternal life. Because when the kingdom of heaven is set up, everybody's going to be in their own land. Right? We'll be in our land, they're going to be in their land. So when the time the holy days come up, they got to come to our land and celebrate. They got to keep Yahweh's law. They got to worship Yahweh only. So, and we're going to be in their lands making sure they're carrying out the law.
I wonder how could he say that though, El?
What?
He said there won't be no Gentiles.
He said there wouldn't be Gentiles would inherit the kingdom of heaven.
Well, yeah, he right, but they're gonna be around.
Yeah, they're going to be around.
Because it said he did.
Because look at, I think it's in Isaiah 56, where Yahweh's going to bring others with his people, and their sacrifice going to be accepted on his altar. Yeah, them Gentiles.
said, my house gonna be called a house of prayer
Pray
for all
for
people.
all people.
And he also says, he that leadeth in the captivity shall go. So we can't rule over each other.
Right.
We got to rule over
That's
somebody
Isaiah
else.
14 right there, verse 1 and 2.
Yeah. I don't know where he coming from. And then up in Revelation, I was talking to you the other day, those people that came through great tribulation with their
Right.
with white robes and everything.
Right.
Those are the nations, right?
Right.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing to stand on.
And they're going to be in that temple worshiping Yahweh too.
Yeah.
So again, the kingdom will be our kingdom, but they have to be under our subjection. Yeah, they have to do what we tell them to do. As simple as that.
So I think what he probably should have said was, yeah, we're gonna inherit the kingdom. You won't have she was saying like, oh, we're gonna inherit the kingdom also. She was using Ephesians to say, okay, all the Gentiles, because he was alien to the Commonwealth, now they part of the inheritance. So that's what she was using it to say, oh, we're gonna inherit it also. And he didn't have no reply. I guess he was a young guy, you know, preaching, trying to preach, but she locked him up. He didn't have no reply to it.
Yeah.
Elder, even in the Gospels, you know, going back on what Otis said when John the Baptist and the Messiah came, they came to their own people saying, repent for the kingdom of heaven. They didn't say that to nobody else.
Nobody else?
No.
What did the Gentiles have to repent from?
Right.
Yahweh didn't give them any laws to repent from breaking them. So they broke Yahweh's law. Y'all didn't get mad at them because he wasn't married to them. He got mad at his wife for breaking his law. So we're the ones still suffering for it here in America because our fathers refused to be obedient to the covenant.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so now Yahweh let them know this is why we're here. And now you start keeping my covenant, I'm going to bring you back into the land. I'm going to do you better than I did your father.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that would be the kingdom of heaven right there. But he didn't say that to anybody else, though.
Mm-mm.
He didn't say that to the Gentiles or Ham.
No.
He only said it to the people that he loved. Because he knew what we were going to go through. Nobody else went through what we went through. So that's why we read in Isaiah, Isaiah saying, Yahweh love you, and he's going to bring you back and do you better because he loves you, right? Jeremiah said the same thing. I love you with everlasting love. What God says that to his people. Understand something. We haven't been loved for over 2,000 years. So that's a refreshing thing to hear that somebody actually loves us. Right? We read it all the time. So that gives us hope that we got a God that says, I love you. So, yeah, they can do anything they want with us now. Yeah. Call us all a bunch of names, and that's all right, because we got a God that has surnamed us. Right.
Well, you know, Elder, like me and Brother Elder Shalom was talking, white people now got their own problem. We just need to stay out of their way.
Stay out of the way.
They got problems among their own people with other people. Like you said, Trump is pissing everybody off. Just leave them people alone, man.
Yeah, stay out of the way. That's what your father knew in the beginning for the civil rights movement. Stay away from white people. Simple as that. And they prospered before the civil rights movement. Now you want to integrate with the people that hate you. Now look at you. Ain't none of y'all getting married no more. You got BBLs all over town. And they stink. That's what I heard. But nevertheless, you having babies out of wedlock, you having abortions. That wasn't like that before the civil rights movement.
Nah.
People were getting married back in the day, man. People respected the elders and the mothers. They don't do that now. Now black people just kill each other on a humbug. They didn't do that back in the day. They kill each other, yeah. But not on a humbug. But they don't kill each other in them big cities like New York, Los Angeles. But just got Jake packed up in there, so yeah, he gonna nut up and kill somebody. But down here in the South, black people don't kill each other like that. You had our own economic system. You had our own old money. Old neighborhoods like Collier Heights.
Yeah, big time neighborhood.
Right? So we wasn't hurting for nothing. We were living just as large as white people. So that was white people. We didn't have any kind of political representation. except for that one brother that was a representative. But before that, we didn't have any political representation, but we were still doing good.
You're doing all right.
Yeah.
But you know, Elder, when King got assassinated, down here in this deep south, you could drop a pin. Wasn't nobody doing nothing down here. All the hell raising was going up there in New York and out in California.
Yeah.
They wasn't doing nothing in these southern cities because they know these white folks down here, they didn't play.
Yeah.
I talked to some older white guys I work with. They said when he got killed, they came to work that next day. They had guns all everywhere.
Yeah.
They was ready. And,
Right.
But black folks in the South has always been more docile. We weren't like the rest of them Negroes.
But look at how
Tan
being
up something.
docile, I mean, that's the same as being meek.
Yeah, we always
So as
been
long as we were
docile.
meek, we were getting over.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 1950, the income in the black neighborhood was $5 billion.
Wow.
In the black neighborhood. $5 billion. That's in 1950. Now, because money kept circulating, right? But now, money don't circulate at all. It goes in your pocket and in the pockets of your people that you're buying stuff from. It don't go into your own neighborhood. You just have our own businesses, and our own schools, and all those things was running smooth for Martin Luther King. Now they got a statue of him. The man that destroyed black people. Go ahead, Brother Seth.
Isaiah chapter 45, where was I at?
Verse 18.
Verse 18. But thus saith Yahweh that created the heavens, Elohim himself that formed the earth and made it. He have established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I have not spoken in secret in a dark place of the earth. I said not unto the seed of Yaakov, seek you me in vain. I, Yahweh, speak righteousness. I declare things that are right.
Now that is a very key verse when he said, I declare what is right. So no matter what anybody else says, Yahweh got to wrote down what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is evil. So you don't have to weigh or even consider whether what you're doing is wrong or whether you're doing is right. It's already wrote down. This is what I say you should be doing. Keep my law. And you got righteousness. Isn't that what Moshe said? It shall be our righteousness if we keep all these commandments. So that's our righteousness as long as we are obedient to Yahweh. Nobody can speak against anything against us except for black Christians. They'll speak against us because they've been convinced that God has no more law. And praise Yah, He called us forth and showed us, told us, show me where it says I got no more law. And we can't find it. So this law is still in effect no matter how long we have kept it. It's still in effect. We got to answer to His law. Amen.
Yes, sir.
No, never mind, bro. Don't read, Steve.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 20. Assemble yourselves and come. Draw near together, you that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save.
So this is to a people that are in somebody else's land. Right? Assemble yourselves and come and draw near together, you that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of that graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save. They got the graven image of Jesus. He can't save nobody. That's what Yahweh say, right? And we are those people that are scattered to other people's land, so we got to come out of here. And this is to us personally. That's what's so beautiful about this book, about Isaiah. It's like Yahweh talking directly to us. Say, this is what I got planned for you. Do black Christians have that kind of hope? Do black Muslims have that kind of hope? Of course not. Because the Muslims are busy trying to take over America.
get that right.
Yeah, they set up shop in Texas, of all places.
I can't believe that.
Yeah,
They're doing it. Sister Rachel
right
told
in
me
their
that.
face.
Yeah.
Setting up a parallel government
Wow.
in Texas.
What you mean?
They got that Sharia law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got American law.
Get
Mm-hmm.
their own community.
Real.
I'm
Right.
surprised that's going on in Texas.
Huh?
I'm surprised that's going on in Texas.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something about it. I know about white folk. You ain't gonna bring no strange God up in Texas. Die-hard Christians. So they gonna do something about that, man. I'm surprised they let it go on this long. But they did it under the radar. And you had some Texans going along with it, so did nobody know about it until they got really established. They got 400 homes that's meant just for Muslims.
Wow.
400. I think they call it, it's a city, I think they call it Epic or something like that. But I'm pretty sure the white folks in Texas are going to do something about that.
They sound like Michigan up there.
Hmm?
They sound like up in Michigan. They got a bunch of them over there.
Yeah, well, most of Michigan got Muslims up in there. In Minnesota and all them places like that. I'm surprised at white folks. How you let these people from got another religion bring another God up in your country?
But you got a lot of white folks crossing over to Islam, Muslim. You got a lot of white people becoming Muslim.
Yeah.
A lot of white people doing what?
Becoming Muslim. You have a lot of white
Becoming
people.
Muslim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
got a lot of white people becoming Muslim. A lot.
Well, what that shows is that they never had a God in the first place.
Right.
When you can switch gods like that, you didn't have a God. So they just look at the flavor of the month is Allah.
It's just like with communism back during the World War II. You know what I mean? They were letting communism come in. A lot of professors and stuff were communism, and that's how Martin Luther King and all them all them were communists. You know, so the white folks were communists underground. You know what I mean?
Now that's confusion, isn't it?
Babylon.
So that's why we glad we got our book, because Yahweh's gonna put down all that confusion. Democracy doesn't work, communism doesn't work, nothing works that man could come up with, but this does. These laws, statutes and judgments, that works. But you gotta keep them. So Yahweh ain't gonna be no communists in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no Democrats or Republicans in the kingdom. It's gonna be nations in the kingdom, nations on the earth, and they're gonna have one government. It's gonna be a theocratic government under the Mashiach. So they got to do what we tell them to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't, it could cost them their life. Yeah. Go ahead, Brother Stephen.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 22. Look unto me, and be you saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am Elohim, and there is none else.
See, I like that too. He's addressing everybody on earth. You don't hear Allah addressing everybody on earth. You don't hear about any other God addressing everybody on earth. Most of the time, those gods are for the people that they're the God of.
Right.
But this Yahweh says everybody on earth. So he's not talking just to his people, Israel. He's talking to everybody. So who reads this? It says in verse 22, look unto me and be you saved all the ends of the earth, for I am Elohim and there is none else. All the ends of the earth, that's everybody.
Right.
I never said nothing like that, all the ends of the earth. Krishna never said it. Buddha, Brahma.
Okay.
Hey, I read every now and then. Go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say, I had stepped out for a moment, but I heard you when you, Elder Stephen read it. 45 and 18 goes against these people saying there should be a cap on the amount of people that should be in the earth.
Say what?
45 and 18.
Verse 18?
Yeah. It goes against those individuals saying, like the Georgia Milestone, saying there should be a certain amount of people on the earth.
Oh, yeah?
45 and 18 goes
It
against
says, for thus saith Yahweh that created the heavens, Elohim himself that formed the earth and made it. He have established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. After Yahweh, there is none else. So you were saying what now?
They saying, well, it should be a certain amount of people on the earth. You know, like the Georgia milestone, the guide stone saying it should be 500 million people on earth.
So, they're talking about they're going to limit the population?
Right, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the Georgia, the guide stones?
Yeah, like that's an example. And then you have them now saying, well, it's too many people on the earth.
Who says? How do they know?
Well, they do Bill Gates and that.
Yeah. Talking about the Bill Gates and all those
Them little
individuals.
big, rich people.
Talking about, we got to cut down the
What you got
population.
ain't enough for you?
Right. I said, this right here says it all right here. Y'all always said I formed to be inhabited.
So if that's the case, then they can't destroy the earth. They can't blow it up.
No.
Because that's the main fear of most white people, that they're going to blow the earth up with the nuclear weapons. They're going to blow the earth up. And that's what you get in some of these sci-fi movies. The earth blown up. And you can't blow up what you didn't create. Yahweh created this thing. He said, I formed it to be inhabited. So, what does that mean then if he's going to create a new heaven and a new earth? What happened to the old earth? He said he made it be inhabited. Who's going to be inhabited? Who's going to inhabit this old earth?
Those in the lake of fire.
Like
Satan and his buddies.
What now?
Those in the lake of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Satan
Yeah.
and his buddies.
The people on the old earth going to be in that lake of fire. The whole earth going to be on fire. So look at all the people that died in history. We're talking about billions of people, right? Well, there'll be billions of people in the earth, in the lake of fire.
You can get away from it, get from under that if you get baptized. Huh?
So what now?
Get baptized, you can get from under that. Can't you?
If you get baptized, you do what?
You might can escape this old.
You
earth.
might be able to escape it. You know what? You got a point there, Steve. That baptism may save some of these people. Because as long as you're not baptized, you're on the edge of the lake of fire. On the edge. There ain't no water around there to get baptized. Don't let that lake word sound fool you.
Let it fool you.
hot water.
So,
Hot water.
Too hot.
hot water.
I was good.
So you made a good point there, Steve. If only people understood that precarious position they have in the world, that they're on the verge of the lake of fire.
It's a simple ritual. All you have to do is go back there, get in that.
not
That's
ritual,
it.
Steve.
That pool back there?
Yeah, just all you got to do.
All you gotta do.
Ritual. That's the wrong word, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a ritual.
What he might be afraid of is that he don't want to see what he got to do. We can put a blindfold over his face and just say, "We're at the YMCA, man."
Make it quick, yo.
yeah.
Isn't it a ritual?
Yeah, ritual baptism.
Yeah, it's a ritual.
Yeah. Did y'all know that none of the disciples got baptized?
They sure did.
Nope. None of them.
Maybe that's what he
That's
reads.
what oldest may be.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what he thinking about?
I think he
Yeah, I
did.
think
You one of the 12? Because them the only ones that get
I
baptized.
didn't think about it because Yahshua was baptized,
Yes.
and he told them to go out and baptize, but did not agree.
John wasn't even baptized.
Yeah, he was well, they called him the Baptist, but
Well,
so,
that's him being the son of a priest.
uh-huh.
He kind of started that ritual
Yeah.
of baptism because that's what the priests had to do before they began that ministry in the temple.
Right.
They had
Okay.
to wash themselves, wash their feet.
Oh,
Right? So he took that to the next level and
Mm.
started baptizing. So that's how the whole baptism thing got started.
okay.
Yeah.
Just like something.
So he being the son of a priest, yeah, you would assume that he was already washed.
Mm-hmm.
So he took that and sort of baptized everybody.
Oh, okay.
Right? But again, none of the Mashiach disciples were ever baptized.
But they will be in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, they're gonna be sitting on 12 thrones, judging for 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah. Wow. But he said they would be baptized by the Holy Spirit, though, right?
Right.
So they still got baptized.
He has so much knowledge, and it's just too bad, isn't it? It's just too
What a
I'm gonna
waste.
just be quiet.
bad. He could do so much.
I'm putting myself here. He said, "Yeah, I know." I'm be quiet.
What a waste.
I tell you what, why don't you just take my bottle, Joshua, and just squeeze a little bit on it.
Oh, he's the one through that one. He don't want that water on it.
Yeah, they received that baptism on feast weeks when they got cloven tongues. Yeah, that was that baptism. Right, I got you. Go ahead, Brother Seth.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 23. I have sworn by myself, the word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness and shall not return, that unto me every knee shall bow, every tongue shall swear.
That means there will be no other gods.
Mm.
You will not be worshiping other gods. You will not be making images of any other gods. So all the people of the earth will, for the first time, worship one God.
Praise Yah.
Go ahead, Brother Seth.
Verse 24. Surely shall one say, in Yahweh have I righteousness and strength, even to him shall men come, and all that are incensed against him shall be ashamed. In Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified and shall glory.
Praise God, Brother Seth. Let's go to Isaiah 47. Let's read about America and us.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Europe. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Aryans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy lock, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yes, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Aryans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
In verse 3 it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. He's not gonna treat you like a man will treat you. He's gonna treat you a different way. Because a man will fight you. Right? You might be able to think you measure that man and handle it. But say, I'm not gonna beat you like a man. So now when we go up into Jeremiah 50 and 51, yeah, we see Yahweh's gonna cause people to get up out of here. They're gonna fear. Y'all gonna bring a trembling heart to these people, and they ain't gonna know why. They're scared, but they know they got to leave out of here. And besides that, they look at what's going on in the world today, and they see that everybody hates America. Because that's what Yaakov said. He's over there in Africa, and he said, "Yeah, you're right. Everybody hates America now." So we see the building blocks of America's destruction, huh?
White boy last night, he said his wife was moving to Canada.
Who moving to Canada?
His wife.
White guy
He
and
was
his
listening
wife.
to a white guy last night. And he said him and his wife was moving to Canada.
Who?
White guy and his
Some
wife.
white guy.
White guy and his wife?
Elder said he was listening.
Well, there's a
to
lot
him.
of them leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to Canada for. But if anything, they should go back to Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Europe,
That's why all the movie stars are going back to
Europe.
Europe.
well, Canada's part of the continent of America,
That's right.
right? So none of this side of the world going to be safe. So they should go back to the land that they came from. Because in Canada, I think there's a number of Indians up there at one time, wasn't it?
Okay.
They're still up there.
Yeah,
Right across Bering Strait.
Old calendars have those different, over 80 or 90 different Indian tribes.
Right.
When you didn't have the borders of America and Canada now, it was like Canada and America together.
Right.
You had 80 to 100 different tribes scattered throughout Canada, all the way down to southern America. Down
So
to
let me ask you this. Now, you got Canada. Is Ottawa Canada too?
Ottawa.
Or is that a separate country?
No, Ottawa is part of Canada.
Ottawa?
Yeah.
It's part of Canada?
Got Ottawa, Saskatchewan.
It's a bunch of divisions up there.
Yeah, it got divided up to think provinces.
Are these provinces?
Provinces,
So
yeah.
they're part of Canada, right?
Yeah, but they're
Well,
not.
why are they talking about breaking away from Canada? Talking about being 51st state.
I don't know.
You just can't break away from your own country. So these had to be independent countries up in Canada.
I'm not too historically, no. I'm not, as far as that concerned, maybe it's considered like how it was with Texas in the United States. It could be that type of setup scenario.
Well, Canada going to side with America's enemies. And some of the other provinces, you say,
Yeah.
they don't like that. They don't like the economic system. They don't like the liberal policies that they were passing.
Yeah, you got a lot.
Right? So they want to break away from Canada. Canada belongs to the Queen of England.
Sure
Okay.
does. Yeah.
Right. That's her territory.
Yeah, I can see that. Because Eliyahu said if you never go to Europe, go to Canada. They got a European type setup culture.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead. Let's finish up for a second.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Now, our fathers went through this in Babylon itself. So we're talking about two timelines saying the same thing. Back in the 606 BC, when the Babylonians attacked Jerusalem and took them into captivity, they were doing our father like it was just doing here. But here, Yahweh delivered them into the Babylonians' hand, but Yahweh also delivered us into the hands of these white people. It says, was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance. What did he pollute them with? Religion. Right? And given them into thine hand, thou didst show them no mercy. We got pictures, we got writings of what these white people did to us. And we resisted, but eventually they wore us out. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Yoke means law. So you pass law specifically against us. And that's true. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou did not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
They don't take us seriously. They don't take what their father did to our father seriously. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures that dwelleth carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
What children is she going to lose? He says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, and one day, the loss of children. What children are they referring to? I can't hear what she said. The other.
He said Israelites.
Israelites? No, it's talking about America. So what children does America have that she's going to lose in one day? No, it's not the children of Israel.
People on the islands.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
The people down on the islands.
The islands of the United States territory, Virgin
Right.
Islands,
Right.
Trinidad.
yeah, Trinidad and all those islands down there. Those are territories. Puerto Rico. Those are American territories. So he's the president of all those islands all over there also. So they're going to lose them because that is not. There should be anybody left on those islands by the time America is being destroyed. So the ships that leave America, they got to stop in these islands and pick these people up too, because that's Israel also.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in Haiti, that's Levi. That's Levi, right? And the people on the east coast of America, that would be Benjamin, and the rest of us is Judah. Okay, let's go. I'll go ahead, verse.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 10. But thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it rises. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
It's going to hit hard and fast. Whatever's going to happen to America, they don't even know where it's going to come from. First of all, because you got too many enemies. Anybody could have set a bomb off in this bad boy. But let me go back to verse 9. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. Why is that? Why is she going to refer to as a widowhood?
Widow when you lost her husband.
That means she had to be married or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's she married to? Who's America married to? Huh?
I thought it's a daughter.
What'd she say?
It's a daughter. Yeah.
She said the queen.
The queen?
Yeah.
The queen married to the queen?
Nah, she could be a man.
Well, who's the man?
So she's
I mean,
a
she said
widow.
widowhood, right? She's
So
going to
she's
become a widow.
So she's a widow, it's a woman, so she married to a man. And who the man she married to?
Huh?
The Rome. Oh, yeah. Rome.
No, she's the daughter of Rome.
She's the daughter of Rome?
Yeah, just like she's the daughter of Europe. The widowhood, in this particular case, let me break it down to you, is symbolic of a woman's sadness for losing her husband. That's the saddest a woman can be, is to lose her husband. Because now she ain't got nobody to help her. So that it's more symbolic than the actual truth. The more symbolic is that would be the mindset of these two things that's going to come upon her. She's going to make her really, really sad. Because it's going to happen so fast. She got all kinds of protection around this country. But she ain't going to be able to stop this. Right? So that's why I wanted to go back to that, because I noticed it mentioned widowhood. So I want to get that clear. And the fact that she's going to be childless, I got to make that clear. That this is what this is referring to. See, there's a lot of symbolism in this, and a lot of metaphors, so you can't just look at it literally. You got to take it to another level. Go ahead, Brother Seth.
Isaiah chapter 47, where is it, verse 11?
Verse 12.
12, I'm sorry. Stand down with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
So that didn't happen to the original Babylon. the Medes killed King Belteshazzar, and Darius the Mede moved on in one night. So, but this is talking about the whole destruction of Babylon. That's a whole different animal there. This is another Babylon. And America's the only one that fixed that description. I'm going to stop here and open the floor for questions. Does anyone have any questions before we dismiss? Yes.
I got a question. I was last first day I was headed home, and I go down 675. You got the Hindu temple, big old Hindu temple over the right side.
What kind of temple was
It's
it?
a Hindu.
Hindu temple?
Yeah, you seen it?
Oh, it's huge.
This is 85 South?
675.
675.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
them Christian stompers don't. They just got a billboard over. The Christian stompers don't put a big sign up there. JC saves. Right over that temple.
Somebody put that sign on their temple?
Yeah, they got a billboard over the temple, and somebody got JC saves on it now. I was like, oh man, they mess with them hard. I was like, I know them.
Well, that's my wife.
Yeah,
That's my wife.
Big old billboard over the temple.
You think you can build your little building bigger than their churches? And they ain't gonna have nothing to say about it?
That church is about the size of this park. It's probably bigger than this parking lot.
Oh, it's big.
huge. Yeah, big old billboard over it. Right over
Yeah,
it.
well, the white folk trying to protect their land.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna say something, dear?
Back on 45 and 14, you was saying it's not quite the same as similar to John 3.
In verse 14, it says, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, there shall not be cold to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. And what was the question about that?
45 and 14.
Oh, 25 and 14.
45.
45 and 14. And your question about that is what?
When you said, surely Elohim is in thee, you said that was similar to John 3.
Yeah, that's Mashiach here. Now look at verse 13. It says, I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, he shall let go my captives, not for price nor reward, saith Yahweh. Opposed. Now, this is Cyrus,
Right.
right? But verse 14, when it says, surely Elohim is in thee, now we're taking it to another level.
That's Mashiach.
That's the Mashiach.
Right. But you saying it is the surely Elohim is in thee
Yeah.
part. You said it was something similar to in John 3.
Yeah, Nicodemus, John 3 and Nicodemus. Let's look at that. In verse 1, it said, there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. The same came to Yeshua by night and said unto thee, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from Elohim, for no man can do these miracles that thou doest except Elohim be with him. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So my next question was,
It's been a long time.
this the last one for now. Yesterday we was talking about Jerusalem was defeated twice. So when was the first one?
What that now?
Jerusalem was defeated twice. Destroyed.
Jerusalem was the feet of Christ.
No, plowed.
Defeated,
You're saying
destroyed.
plowed under.
Oh, that was in I think that was Amos, not Amos, Micah chapter 3.
That's the first one.
Yeah, and they happened twice. Let's see. Yeah, in verse 12, in Micah chapter 3, it says, therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest. See, he's destroying Jerusalem for their sake. Because y'all defile the land with all your wickedness.
You said Micah 3.
Micah chapter 3, verse 12.
Okay, you said that's the first one?
The first one was the Babylonians when they destroyed Jerusalem.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah, the Babylonians, because this was written in 730 BC, and Jerusalem was destroyed in 606 BC. So we're talking about over 100 years later. Same thing Isaiah was saying about Cyrus when we read in Isaiah 44, that he's going to build Jerusalem again, but Jerusalem was still, and the temple again, but the temple in Jerusalem was still there at the time he wrote that prophecy. So he was letting them know that eventually Yahweh's going to destroy Jerusalem and the temple. So Mike is saying the same thing, right? But I said it happened twice, right? With the Babylonians, then with the Romans. That it? You sure? Does anyone else have any questions? Well, let's see what's on the chat, because I know somebody got to say something about that boy.
Oh yeah. Probably gonna have a backlog on that one. Oh yeah. That.
Huh?
Get ready.
See my wife got something.
What?
My wife.
His wife got a lot of chatter over
His wife? Oh,
there.
Shout out and tell you.
you got to agree with her, bro. Don't you know the rules here in America, Kunta?
Got to agree with her.
Yeah, she got to rule over you, bro.
You better agree with a black woman. You don't want to go to jail.
That's right.
You trying to do it.
I got Repentant Judah on Facebook, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Shalom Repentant Judah. Shalom Kevin Burtz. Shalom Elder Tobiah. Shalom Seekum Ben Israel. Shalom Brother Eliyahu. Shalom Isha. Shalom Bishop Judah. Shalom Gregor Rucker. Shalom Susie Garman. Shalom Elder Hiram. Shalom Brother Kemuel. Shalom Elder Mick. Shalom Yahweh Song. Shalom Brother Mick Anderson. Shalom Elder Alahayim and Brother Malaka. Shalom Morning Christian. Shalom Brother Malachi. Shalom Melinda Curry. Shalom Esha Yasharala. Shalom somebody named Nisha Kimbrough. Shalom Brother Hodiah. Shalom Brother Yebiyahu. Let's see here. Would you agree that Holy Yahweh set up the Gentiles to fall when he puts in their hands? Yeah, I mean, it's already prophesied they're going to fall. Shalom Kimberly Israel. Shalom Sister Navah. Shalom Sister Rachel. Shalom Brother McAnderson. Sister Rachel. In Texas, in the suburban areas where this young man is from, they use the N-word a lot at the schools and in the high schools. They probably use that word on him to anger him, to provoke him.
Yeah,
Well, have they not used the word in the history of America?
Right.
They used that word back when I was born.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the 50s. Now, what would set black people off is to call them black. You in for a fight there, buddy. You better not call nobody black.
Not back then.
Hell no. Shalom, Brother Ahaya Yehuda ben Israel. Rachel says, certain areas in Texas are very racist, and a McKinney area, northwest sector of Dallas, I know for sure is racist. They teach their kids the old way of racism. I know this because I live in Texas. I want a lawsuit for racial discrimination against a school district. When I was younger, Texas is still very racist when it comes to black. Well, yes. What do you want? You want white folk to do what you tell them to do? You want white folk to love you? Come on, folks. Get real. You're in America, Kunta. They know what written down what white folk got to love you. Just deal with it. Also remember, Texas was the last state in the Union to free its slaves and let them know that they were free. So what? White folk don't owe you nothing. They respect you more if you left.
Right.
That means you think on your own. You got to rely on white people no more. You got your own ideas about certain things, so they'll respect you even more if you did it on your own. But you rely on white people. White people sick and tired of y'all.
Okay, what, Juneteenth?
Shalom, Jimmy O'More.
Next week?
Shalom, David Israel. Shalom, Brother Benaiah. Mickey Anderson. Elder, do you think the reason Yahweh said not to make graven images because no one can recreate that Genesis 2 and 7? And also, when people say Yahweh isn't real, tell them to blow that Genesis 2 and 7 on their hand, and they feel Yahweh. Then light a lighter to their arm to get a preview of what can happen if Yahweh doesn't let them resurrect in that first resurrection. You kind of dark there, Mickey.
You just went off on a deep end on that.
Yeah. I'll accept it, man. Shalom there, Sister Naraya. Shalom, Trey Kingfish, Minor. Shalom, David, Israel. It's just a little more to that story, Elder. The judge and prosecutor are all over the internet hanging out. Plus, they have videos showing the boy was jumped on. You still don't get it.
He killed somebody.
You are still in another man's land, and you expect him to give you justice. You expect him to treat you fairly. The Constitution wasn't meant for you. So what if he out there chopping it up with the prosecutor? So what if he chopping it up with the family of the boy that got killed? So what? What you gonna do about it? You just gonna tear up your cities again like you always do? That's what you're gonna do. Tear up your own cities.
Nobody's
mad at white people.
Nobody's realizing somebody lost their life.
Yeah, well, they ain't looking at that.
That's crazy.
Rachel said, I won a lawsuit against a school district when my son was going to a school district. They were trying to be racist to him, and I had to go in that school district and threaten him with the lawsuit. They straightened up their act. Texas has the old ways. It seems like the more money the area has, the more racist they are. What? So what?
So?
Damn. Yeah, like they supposed to love you.
I know, right?
Man, white folk ain't supposed to love you. Especially y'all now. Shalom, Elwin, Shalom, Ben Israel. Elder, if I heard you correctly, did you say Egypt was still prosperous after we left? And so was it because Pharaoh told Moshe to go, but bless me also? No, I don't think he was. They were prosperous because it didn't say Moshe blessed him. He asked Moshe to bless him.
I see that. That's a good way of looking at it. I mean, I see where you're coming from.
It didn't say he actually blessed him.
Egypt ain't nothing but a dust bowl.
Yeah. Shalom, Brother Adrian Davis. Shalom, Brother Adawan, man, Yasharala. And shalom, Sister Rachel. She just won't stop. Also, Texas has some sundown towns. At one point back in the 80s, there was still a slave plantation. They killed James Byrd, dragging him behind a truck. White people in Texas are off the chain in certain areas. I thought that was in India, from India, that they did that too.
Are your windows down?
Huh?
Your windows down?
Yeah. Is it raining?
It's
Yeah,
raining.
it's pouring down.
Oh man. I need. Hey man, go roll me one of them. I want to see you run too.
No. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Let me see if I can unlock.
Hey, you get my text?
Huh.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
wrong?
take that with you because you got to roll one.
What you got?
Oh, sorry.
Well, you know where the
Um,
other Georgia got history, right?
Huh?
Georgia got racist history.
Yeah.
Alabama,
What other place
Virginia,
in America ain't
North
racist?
Carolina, South Carolina.
Come on, folks. Ain't no black state in America.
The Forsyth County back in the 80s where they didn't want black people and they just about 1990 something. Black family moved up to Forsyth.
Shalom, Julius Brown, waiting on you, buddy. I know you're happy.
You ain't right.
They shall remember blacks have been standing outside watching all this immigration stuff. The media should be using this situation to try to enrage the black community to get involved and start protesting. They want anarchy in America, the powers that be, everything.
That's Sister Rachel.
Yeah.
We got a law, Sister Rachel, says don't go with a multitude to commit mischief. That's back in Exodus, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we ain't supposed to do that. She talking about protesting?
Yeah. You're supposed to honor the king.
Right.
Right. Now Yahweh put us in their hands, but we're supposed to do what they tell us to do.
Right.
Right. So y'all want to raise hell about it. Shalom, Maya Elder. Shalom, Brother Clarence Martin, Sister Yolita. Shalom. I think that's by Isaiah. Alberta, one of the provinces, wants to separate from Canada, some of them. Oh, I knew one of them. It was Alberta. That's another one I couldn't think of. Ottawa and Alberta.
Alberta.
I think Saskatchewan is one of them too, ain't it?
Saskatchewan, yeah.
Yeah.
They're very conservative.
Shalom, David in Israel. Shalom, Melanie A. Harris. Shalom, Elder Priest. I have used the New World Translation for more than 20 years. What Bible do you study and teach from? I must purchase a new Bible. We use the old Schofield, King James Old Schofield Bible. Right? And the reason we use that is because it has a lot of references in it, and the King James version of the Bible is the closest to the original manuscripts that they were written on. So we go by this book here by the King James. It's an old Schofield. They got different Schofield Bibles, but if you're gonna get one like ours, I would suggest you get the old Schofield King James Bible. Shalom, Brother Mikael. Shalom to Mickey Wooders. I think I missed somebody. Okay, you know how you very class, Mikael. Shalom, Brother Mikael. Shalom to Mickey Wooders. Shalom, Rachel. It's just a small history class lesson of what's going on in Texas. It's like that's different than anywhere else in America. Shalom, David Israel. Northern California is very racist. A lot of people don't realize how bad it is. Thank you.
I was telling you that last week. I don't know if you forgot. I was telling you about how they said these states in California, Northern California is very conservative.
Yeah.
Very
Northern?
Very, yes, what are you talking about?
But they don't like Negroes up in there?
And what?
Ain't no Negroes up in Northern
That's
California.
why they all stay near the Los Angeles County area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not mean to say protest. This is Sister Rachel. They want us to start protesting against these things. The media and the powers that be behind all of this anarchy. Well, we know that. It's pretty obvious. You gotta be, even Ray Charles can see through this. So I don't have anything after Sister Rachel.
That's it.
All right, well, with this, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Facebook, YouTube. Excellent questions, excellent comments. Glad you participated. We have a new moon service tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
No, tonight.
Mm-hmm.
See, I would have missed it. Mr. Newman.
We had to go wake him up.
Again.
Exactly. We had to go get him with him.
Forgive me. Let me go ahead and ask your forgiveness now. Right? I hope I make it tonight.
Sitting down here waiting on him, he up there sleep.
So we got a new moon service later on tonight. Join us then. Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Join us for our history class on the third day, which is Tuesday, and we have a sisters only class on the fifth day, which is Thursday at 8 o'clock, and we have our Sabbath service on the seventh day at 1 o'clock, 1:30. So again, thank you Facebook, thank you YouTube. Yahweh bless you and keep you. Shalom.